but I look at you sleeping, and honey, now I realize that anywhere with you is paradise. It's just another day in paradise, loving the night away till the sunrise, saying that I love you, look in your eyes. Just another day in paradise. It's just another day in paradise, loving the night away till the sunrise, saying that I love you, look in your eyes. It's just another day in paradise. It's just another day in paradise, loving the night away
Down in Jamaica, they got lots of pretty women. Steal your money, then they break your heart. Lonesome Sue, she's in love with old Sam. Take him from the fire into the frying pan. On and on, she just keeps on trying. And she smiles when she feels like crying. On and on, on and on, on and on. Oh, well, Jimmy sits alone in the moonlight, saw his woman kiss another man. So he takes a ladder, steals the stars from the sky, puts on Sinatra and starts to cry. On and on, he just keeps on trying. And he smiles when he feels like crying. On and on, on and on, on and on. When the first time is the last time, can make you feel so bad. But if you know it, show it, hold on tight, don't let her say goodnight. Got the sun on my shoulders and my toes in the sand. Woman's left me for some other man. Oh, but I don't care, I'll just dream and stay tin. Toss up my heart to see where it lands. On and on, I just keep on trying. And I smile when I feel like dying. On and on, on and on, on and on. On and on, on and on, on and on. On and on, on and on, on and
Good evening. The faculty and staff of International Leadership of Texas welcome you to the 2023 commencement of ILTexas Windmill Lakes-Orem High School. The commencement ceremony is a festive yet serious occasion. The festivity manifests itself through caps and gowns worn by the graduates, the faculty adorned in academic regalia, the music provided by classmates, and the words of encouragement from today's speakers. The seriousness of the ceremony culminates with the certification of the graduate and the conferring diplomas, which signifies the hard work of all involved. In order to maintain proper decorum, we remind you of the following: signs, fireworks, balloons, flowers, bottles, beach balls, drugs, alcohol are not permitted. Noisemakers of any kind, including air horns, drums, and trumpets, are strictly prohibited. Please silence all phones and electronic devices at this time. Young children in need of attention should be escorted out of the auditorium. Disruptive behavior of any kind, including shouting, yelling, or other demonstrations during the ceremony, are prohibited. Guests are expected to remain seated for the entire ceremony. Please refrain from leaving their seats in order to take pictures and not to talk to graduates or leave prior to the conclusion of the ceremony. Anyone violating the statement of decorum will be asked to leave and will be escorted out by security immediately. The International Leadership of Texas wishes to continue our proud tradition of permitting each graduate to shake hands with the president of the school board and superintendent as the graduate's name is spoken. The last graduate is as important as the first. As a result, applause and other recognition of the conferring of diplomas are expected to be limited to a joint effort at the conclusion of the ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors, the singing of the national anthem by junior ROTC student Jayla Perry, and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare. The bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Welcome to the 2023 graduation ceremony of International Leadership of Texas Windmill Lakes-Orem High School. Tonight we celebrate our journey, we celebrate our victories, and we look ahead to the future before us, knowing that we are equipped to make a difference in our world. Buenas tardes, soy Ashley Laverne. Bienvenido a la ceremonia de graduación de la clase de 2023 del Windmill Lakes-Orem High School de International Leadership of Texas. Nuestra graduación es una oportunidad de honrar a un grupo de personas que se han convertido en familia a través de una visión compartida de una escuela dedicada a crear líderes globales con fluidez en 3 idiomas, seguros de su carácter y preparados para dejar su huella en el mundo. Esta noche celebramos nuestro viaje, celebramos nuestras victorias y miramos hacia el futuro que tenemos ante nosotros, sabiendo que estamos preparados para marcar la diferencia en nuestro mundo. Daja Hao. Wo de Mingzi Jiao Ashley Laverne. Wan Jing Ni Men La Dao De Shui Goji Ling Shu. Shui Shao Kai Di Shi Shi. Wan Huan Gao Shong Ling San Jie De. Bi Ye Dian Li Woman De Bi Ye Dian Li Shi Shui Shang. Yi Ge Rong Shi De Ji Yu Rong Woman La Renke Yi Quan Shi Li Yu Bei Yang Shi Jie Ling Shu. Bianqing Yizhang De Qianti, Shui Shao Shi Jue, Li Shu Jiantong Sang, Song Yiwen, Yao Xinting, De Renga, Ye Yu Bei Hao Le Hao Shi Jie, Woman Yi Che Qing Shu Shi, Luan Lu Che Qing Shu, Woman De Zhengong, Woman Shang Wu, Wei Le, Woman Xi Dao, Woman Xi Jing, Xun Bei, Hao Le, Hao Jiabing. There have been many with us on our journey, and tonight we would like to recognize a few. On this stage this evening are the following: Board of Trustees, Vice President, Lieutenant General Brian Dravolt, Superintendent and Founder, Mr. Eddie Conger, howdy. Area Superintendent Ms. Dr. Matilda Orozco, Deputy Superintendent and School Leadership Dr. Thomas E. Berry, Deputy Superintendent of Academics and Student Service Dr. Laura Carrasco, Principal Ms. Stephanie Mott, Assistant Principal Ms. Nakia Wingard, Senior Grade Level Administrator Mr. Emmanuel Perez Villa, and finally, the senior class representatives on stage. Ms. Adriana Whitney, Abraham Rodriguez, Javier Campbell, Karen Garcia, Ivan Alfonso, Yashley Rubio, Yadira Castillo, and I am Ashley Laverne. We would also like to recognize a special guest in the audience, members of the ILTexas Cabinet and Extended Cabinet, and the Houston Area Office. Additionally, we would like to recognize Associate Principal Ms. Awilda Rivas Fernandez, Counselor Deaudre Johnson and Kyle Sala, Dean of College Advising Ms. Jasmine Capusano, 11th grade GLA Shakendra Simmons, 10th grade GLA Adrian Tristan, 9th grade GLA Latricia Thomas. And finally, we would like to thank our teachers, school, staff, and friends and family who have enriched our journey, supported us, and have helped us make the young men and women we are today. Thank you for sharing this evening with us. Now, please join me in welcoming Abraham Rodriguez, who will give our student reflection.
Good evening, parents, friends, and family members of the graduating class of 2023. Today we have gathered to celebrate the one thing we have dedicated 13 years of our lives to, and to receive a piece of paper that opened multiple doors of opportunity. I want to start off by saying how grateful I am for not only being selected to be on the stage, but for also having all of y'all present today. I know I speak for every one of us when I say the journey throughout high school wasn't easy, and that the countless projects, essays, and homework assignments placed a huge toll on us. Despite us constantly stressing, we have finally made it, and I want all of us to know that it was all worth it in the end. We're continuing to our next step in life, which is either even more school or going straight to work. Regardless of what our choice might be, we should focus on the achievement we have just accomplished and enjoy it with the people that are closest to us and cherish it. Most of us have been on this campus for all 4 years, and some of us have been together since the middle school across the street. We've all witnessed each other's growth, whether it's academically, emotionally, and or physically. It is safe to say that most of us started this journey together, and I'm glad to say that we're ending it together as well. These 4 years have been memorable to say the least. Our freshman year only consisted of 2 grade levels, meaning we had almost no students. Every year, more grade levels were introduced, and newer faces would also be introduced. As we grew as a school, so did our memories. One of the most memorable ones being the Spanish festival, getting free Popeyes after winning a soccer game in penalties, which I saved, all of our pep rallies, staying after class for clubs, etc. Of course, none of these memories would have been possible without certain people, whether it's teachers or other students. With this being said, I would like to give a special thanks to all the people that made these 4 years as memorable as they were. Without any of you, I wouldn't have made it as far as I did physically and academically. These specific people are the ones that made sure I was always on top of things, are the ones that allowed me to experience the so-called high school experience. For example, renting out an Airbnb for the weekend, the senior activities, all the field trips together, and all the laughs we shared in class are always gonna be and always gonna have a special place in my memories, and I'm glad I'm sharing them with all of you. I also can't forget the teachers that helped me throughout the way and are the main reason why I'm graduating in the first place. They're the ones that pushed me the most and helped me reach what I think is my full potential. To name a few of the incredible teachers on our campus, we have our coaches, Coach Black and Coach Maddie, Mr. Jules, Mr. Mexicano, Mr. Covington, our college advisor, Ms. Campuzano, and undoubtedly the one person that helped me strive as much as I did, Mr. Perez. We also can't forget our wonderful principal, Ms. Mott. But now that high school has come to an end, I don't see y'all just as teachers, but I see y'all as role models, and I aspire to be like every single one of you. Este próximo segmento lo quiero decir en español, ya que quiero que me entiendan mis padres. Y quiero que ellos lo escuchen de mí mismo. Quiero empezar por dejarles saber lo agradecido que estoy por poder ser su hijo y el orgullo que es tener sus apellidos. Ustedes son la razón por la cual he podido salir adelante y a ustedes les debo todo. Todos mis logros son para ustedes, igual como sus logros también son los míos. Los amo como no se imaginan y muchísimas gracias por siempre estar ahí cuando más los necesitaba y sé que siempre estarán ahí cuando más los necesiten. Se los puedo jurar a todos que más agradecidos no puedo estar y quiero que sepan que sus sacrificios no van a ser en balde. Although we're continuing into our next step in life, we won't ever forget the memories, laughs, cries, or countless emotions we might have felt throughout these 4 years. Many lessons were taught, whether they were life lessons or academic ones. And I can safely say that all of these lessons have prepared us for whatever life might throw at us and will allow every single one of us to be successful in our very own way. Despite some of us might never see each other again, I wish every single one of you the best of lucks in whatever your hearts may desire. Thank you all for making ILTexas Windmill Lakes-Orem High School the best high school I could have ever attended. Sincerely, thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Eddie Conger, our founder and superintendent.
Howdy. Class of 23, congratulations. Congratulations. All of your hard work, your perseverance has earned you this spot, this milestone in life. So congratulations to you. Parents, I really want to tell you thank you. Thank you for loving your children. Thank you for supporting your children. Thank you for being patient with your children. And thank you for being patient with us. But it's all of those things that has contributed to your children being here today. Teachers, for all of you who worked so terribly hard, especially through the pandemic, coming through the pandemic, through Zoom and all the other crazy things that you did, you still poured your heart, your love, your care, your concern, your perseverance, your courage to assign the kids Eagle Academy even when they didn't want to go. Okay, there wasn't many laughs on that one, but it's all of that work that everyone has poured into you. But at the end of the day, it's all up to you. I'm very proud of your accomplishments. In fact, we've got kids who have earned scholarships to go outside of the great state of Texas to study, as far north as Boston. So when it's freezing in January, I want you to remember the weather in Houston, okay? But what an accomplishment. And then here in this group of graduates, we have 4 students that are going to be fighting Texas Aggies, and I am very excited about that. Whoop. But Aggies, I would be very remiss that I also have to yield to Dr. Seabury, who is University of Texas, that your Val and your Sal are both going to the University of Texas. Congratulations. Today is your day, but tomorrow I charge you to be back on duty. Don't forget the things that we've taught you. Take the 3 languages and keep using them. Use them to help people to understand each other. Use them to make a community. I know that you understand servant leadership, and I know that you understand others before self. I just want to make sure you also understand others before self does not mean don't take care of yourself. There will be times when you need help. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. In fact, it's a sign of strength. If you need help, ask for it so that you can be stronger tomorrow to be able to lead even better. It's a strength. And then finally, servant leadership. We are all here today under an umbrella of freedom. Freedom is not free. It comes with a very, very high price. And we have folks who have served in the military, and we're very, very thankful and we're very, very honored that our Vice President has served for 38 years in the United States Marine Corps. He has traveled and led Marines, sailors, airmen, and the soldiers all over the world. And he didn't stop serving, and for absolutely zero salary, he has been serving as your vice president of our board of trustees. So students, congratulations to the class of 23. Please welcome your board vice president, Lieutenant General Brian Boudreaux.
Well, good evening, everybody, and congratulations to the class of 23. It's an honor and a privilege to serve on the ILTexas board, and I have Mr. Conger to thank for that. I'd also like to thank, opportunity for being here to Dr. Roscoe, to Ms. Mott, and it's certainly a pleasure to serve with Dr. Seabury and Dr. Crosco on a routine basis. And to all the administrators, the teachers, most importantly, our teachers, right? How about a round of applause for our teachers? Parents, family members, writ large, and friends of the graduates and all that you've done to help them reach this point in their academic pursuits. Thank you for all that you've done and for choosing ILTexas as the place to have your children and friends and family members educated. It means a lot to us. Quick message from the board tonight, and I do speak on behalf of all of the other board members for ILTexas. Live a purposeful and meaningful life. You're graduating high school. It's a big world out there. Primarily, your background here, what we hope is to see you serve exceptionally. Not just serve, but serve exceptionally. And I think you've got a great foundation here internationally. And Lord knows that we've got a host of problems around the world that needs a lot of solutions that your generation can take on and make the world a better place than we find it today. And this is where it happens. One person can make a difference. And I'll just say from a leadership standpoint, which the ethos of others before self, but just the fact that this school has leadership front and center in its name and all that it means, is we have no better example of what one person can do than Mr. Eddie Conger, right? A leader needs vision, and a leader needs to have the big idea and a visualization of the plan. He had that vision about 11 years ago, and what one person, in addition to some others who are co-founders, has now educated, tens of thousands of students, graduating roughly 800 or so over the course of this weekend. That's what one person can do. one person can make a difference by seeing a challenge, seeing a need, stepping forward, getting others to buy into that vision, and then moving out and making things happen. All of you can do that, and we need it sorely. I would just ask you to be kind, be courteous, continue to serve your community, be thoughtful, be determined, and continue to be critical thinkers, because not all of us, certainly as reflected in the current environment we're in, have all the answers. We need your leadership now, and we're going to need it more in the future as greater problems come to us. Again, congratulations on behalf of the Board of Directors. God bless you. Best of luck to wherever your endeavors take you, and I know college is a big part of that. Thank you very much.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Houston Area Superintendent, Dr. Matilda Orozco.
Good evening. Buenas noches. My name is Dr. Matilda Orozco, and for the past 4 years, I have had the privilege of serving as a Houston Area Superintendent. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Class of 2023, you have the power to achieve anything you want in life. Anything. It would take hard work, discipline, and commitment. But you are well prepared to accomplish anything in life. Never forget our motto of others before self. In life, you will be challenged. Always think of others, spread the love and gratitude with the servant mindset you have experienced at ILTexas. As a leader, embrace all the challenges. Go for the opportunities. Make a difference. Leadership is not measured by the awards, but by the impact you will have on others. Lead with passion. Lead with an open heart. Graduates, you are ready to change the world. As you go through life, remember, you will always be an ILTexas Eagle. Soar, Eagles. And with some words of wisdom for the class of 2023, here is your ILTexas Windmill Lakes-Orem High School principal, Miss Stephanie Mott.
Good evening, everyone. It is an absolute honor to stand before you tonight as the principal of Windmill Lakes-Orem High School in the class of 2023. As I stated at the Senior Awards Banquet, this class is special. They are fun and kind, they are leaders, and they are exactly who ILTexas shapes their students to be. This class is also special because we all kind of grew in this adventure together and we figured it out as a family. When the class of 2023 started, our campus had tripled in size. It was my first starting class, and we added core members of our campus community who are still with us today. Ms. Wingard, Mr. Perez, Coach Black, and Mr. Zhao, and we can't forget OG Simmons. We started here with so many of you and your parents, and we have built this dream together. And it truly has been a dream to watch you transform from tiny, kind of wild ninth graders to incredible young adults. Parents, I want to thank you for trusting us with your most valuable and prized possessions. Thank you for entrusting your child's education in their last 4 years here with us. I am the first to recognize the sacrifices that many of you have made in order for your students to be here. And for that, I want to personally say thank you. Many of you have grown me and challenged me as a leader to consider how and what is best for your students and for our campus. You have met with me, planned with me, provided feedback, helped decorate, helped cook, cheered alongside, shed some tears, and celebrated big over the last 4 years. You have helped to lay a solid foundation for our school, and I truly mean it when I say I will miss you. Now, students, this is for you. A day you have all worked so hard for over the last 4 years. I want to take this time to also encourage you to never forget those who were in your corner and who celebrated big when big events in life occur. Whether it was mom, dad, step-parents, bonus parents, grandparents, or the like, you did not land here today without a team of people supporting you and cheering you on. Be sure to thank them extra when milestones in your life occur, because it is likely their support that has carried you through. As a class of 2023, you have endured so much. At ILTexas, we have our 3 Bs: be on time, be responsible, and be respectful. But you have also survived the 3 Cs: COVID, construction, and constant change. But as a group, you all have been, you all have been consistent, committed champions and change agents on our campus and in our community. And if you caught that alliteration, you can thank Ms. Wingard and Mr. Mexicano. You have successfully survived more school transitions in your last 4 years than most generations will ever understand. Normal school, virtual school, hybrid school, mask school, and then back to normal school, kind of. And you have done it all with grace. You have remained focused and shown incredible resilience, and most of the time with a smile. As leaders, you will be faced with moments of difficulty and adversity, but I encourage you never to lose your smile. You have walked this journey over the last 4 years with unspeakable joy. Was it hard? Yes. Were there complaints? Sometimes. But was there laughter and warmth all throughout? From face painting and dance class your freshman year to the time I tried to provide daily trivia and occasional raps on our shared Google Classroom during virtual learning, when we shared our dogs during fitness on Zoom sophomore year, to beating you in the staff versus student basketball games both your junior and senior year, you guys have been the epitome of fun and dedication. You have found the balance of enjoying where you are and working hard for success. Continue to find that balance. The world certainly needs more of it. I have often said in our time together that 9901 Windmill Lakes Boulevard is a safe place to mess up and learn from your mistakes, a place where you are fiercely loved, and a place that is preparing you for the future. Well, I think each of you are ready. You are ready to run this race with integrity and endurance. You have been equipped to be light in the darkness and leaders for change. You have demonstrated the ability to adapt well over the years, and your resiliency will be one of the greatest assets as you move forward in life. Trust me, the ability to get back up when you've been knocked down will help you survive adulthood. You have done so much more than survive. You have thrived. You have led the way for our campus and for one another, and for many of you, you are also the leaders in your families. For some, you will be the first to graduate high school, and for others, the first to go to college. But each of you are setting a new standard for the southeast side of Houston, Texas. One of the things I have loved most about serving at Windmill Lakes-Orem High School is getting to share your phenomenal stories with the world, and your stories must be shared, because the world needs to know what excellence looks like. You are rewriting history. You are defying the odds. You are not only your ancestors' wildest dreams, but you are the story and the vision of ILTexas, and you are certainly the representation of who we are at Windmill Lakes-Orem High School. Continue to put others first. Continue to put others before self. Seek out opportunities to be a servant leader, and continue sharpening your mind, body, and character. Remember, you have been equipped to change the world, and I expect nothing less from you. You have certainly changed mine, and I am forever grateful to have served as your principal. The last 4 years have been challenging, but each of you have made every day worth it. You are easy to love, easy to celebrate, and easy to serve. And now it's your turn. Go into the world and love others well. Celebrate what you want to see more of, and continue serving those around you. And finally, always remember, eagles always soar above the rest. It is now my honor to introduce the future doctor and class of 2023 salutatorian, Karen Garcia.
Good evening, parents, staff, friends, and family. I'd like to formally welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the best graduating class yet, the class of 2023. My name is Karen Ruby Garcia, and it is with immense pleasure and honor that I stand here today as the 2023 Salutatorian of the graduating class at Windmill Lakes-Orem High School. Congratulations, class of 2023. After 4 long years, 2 of which were spent online, disconnected from the real world, we have finally reached the end. We are gathered here today to celebrate all of our hard work and dedication over the past 4 years and reflect on the memories we have created as a family here at Windmill Lakes-Orem High School. As I stand here today before all of you, I can't help but feel a sense of pride and yet a deep heartache as we close off a chapter that once seemed endless. It's more difficult than you imagine to encapsulate a high school experience into a 5-minute speech, but I will try my best. I'd like to share a quote with you all. The late author Charles Dickens once said, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of infidelity." If I'm being honest, I'm not sure what an epoch is or what infidelity means, but it sounded smart. And despite that, Dickens was definitely right about one thing. Our high school experience was indescribable, filled with ups and downs, mistakes, lots of them, and memories with friends and teachers that would pursue us beyond these walls. Beyond all of our missing assignments, the breakdowns in Ms. Camposanos' office over college deadlines, the constant procrastination, and the many dancing classes in Mr. Perez's class, I'd said our experience was fulfilling and enriching in so many ways. As I look around at the students that were once complete strangers to me, I wonder, what made our high school experience unique? It hit me that we never had a real high school building. Our freshman year consisted of 6 tiny make-believe classrooms upstairs, 6 bathroom stalls, and 1 gym. These details might seem irrelevant, but I believe they tie into the kids that we were. Arriving in our freshman year, we were just like our school, small, isolated, and anxious to grow. We ran up and down the stairs, sharing laughter and glances along the way. This is the year where we all met some of our closest friends and where we started forming connections with certain teachers, like my favorite former dance teacher, Ms. Wingard, and with the teacher who's never had a boring class, Mr. Perez. We found a home within our friends and the 4 walls of a make-believe school building. That was until COVID made an appearance. COVID paused the world that we knew for 2 years, taking away from us half of our freshman year and all of our sophomore year. Even through this isolation and lack of daily connection, we remained focused on achieving our goals and navigating through these harsh times as one. Sure, some of us fell asleep mid-class, others clicked or watched TikTok, and some didn't even log in. But somehow, we all passed and reunited our junior year. By our junior year, our school had expanded into 3 buildings, similar to the growth we had as individuals. We roamed the halls as upperclassmen, so close to the finish line. This year was the year of first. The first year after COVID, first time wearing masks, first time seeing our Zoom teachers in person, who, by the way, were nothing like I envisioned, and most importantly, the first time our world hit play again. We shared answers, we were put on the silent bus in Ms. Simmons' class, we formed lifelong friendships, we took off our masks, we persevered. So here we are, about to walk the stage that once seemed so distant. It's kind of ironic. We grew alongside the supposed rumors of a new high school building that even today is not ready for us. However, unlike the unfinished building, we are ready. We began our high school experience without a real building, we'll be leaving without ever stepping foot in one. But that's exactly what makes our class so unique. We never needed a building because we had everything we needed within ourselves. The class of 2023 took it upon themselves to build a school, a community, a home within the people here, within our great mentors, and within the mistakes we made, and within the lessons we learned. Dickens was correct. High school was the age of foolishness, as we often stumbled on our own 2 feet, but it was also the age of wisdom, a 4-year period that allowed us to grow as individuals and create memories that we will never forget. Now, I'd like to show my appreciation to all those who made this day possible. Thank you to Ms. Ma, who stuck by us throughout these 4 years, accompanied by an unwavering faith in our success. Thank you to Ms. Wingard, Ms. Simmons, Mr. Perez, and Mr. Mexicano, who always used their tough love to set us straight. Big thank you to Ms. Camposano, who had to deal with us bugging her 24/7 this year. We couldn't have done it without her kindness, guidance, and sus regaños that motivated us to find our path. Truly, we couldn't have done it without any of you all. Thank you for growing with us, guiding us, and preparing us for the last chapter we are about to enter. Lastly, I'd like to thank my biggest supporters, my parents. Mamá y papá, no hay palabras suficientes para agradecerles todo lo que han hecho por mí. Ustedes llegaron a este país sin nada y me lo dieron todo. Con el sudor de su frente y con sus sacrificios, me sacaron adelante y por eso les estaré por siempre agradecida. Este diploma no es mío, sino que de ustedes. Todos mis logros son por ustedes y lo que siga también será por ustedes. Los amo. It's impossible not to feel a sense of bittersweet nostalgia. We miss the familiar faces, the routines, and the sense of community we built up over the past few years. We've worked so hard to get here, and we've overcome so many obstacles along the way, but we also laughed together, cried together, and made memories that will last a lifetime. As we say goodbye to high school and hello to the future, let's remember every laugh and lesson we shared, and let's never forget the incredible people who have helped us along the way. Congratulations, class of 2023. We finally did it.
It is now my honor to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2023, future Madam President, Ivana Alfonso.
Good evening, friends, families, teachers, and most importantly, class of 2023. I'm so honored to be able to speak to you all tonight. To my fellow graduates, we did it.
The day many have been dreaming of since we first walked the halls is finally here. Congratulations to every single one of you. I can't believe it is finally time to say goodbye forever. Our high school experience may have not been the high school musical we were expecting or dreaming of, but nevertheless, we can all say it's one for the books. As crazy as this sounds, I have been dreading this day since the start of senior year. As many of you are aware, I've never been good with goodbyes, especially when it's the people I love the most and cherish. Time flies when you're having fun. The scary news is we're on our own now, but the cool news is we're on our own now. The day has come to turn our tassels from surviving finals to surviving a global pandemic. We have officially overcome the unforeseen. Our 4 years of high school were everything but ordinary. Our freshman year started off with a few new adaptions, but nevertheless, it was memorable. Until we went on spring break and never came back until junior year. We went from laughing and chatting around the hallways to seeing each other on computer screens, or if we were even lucky to see each other's foreheads. Taking classes through a computer screen went from something we thought was going to be temporary to a new normal for many of us. We all had different experiences online, but one I will never forget was when I was kicked out of my Zoom class for eating a bowl of Lucky Charms in my own household. Keep in mind, I was on mute and only my spoon was seen. Now, I don't want to call out this teacher, but his name starts with a Mr. and ends with a Mexicano. I'll leave it at there. That is one of many experiences we may all relate to, like talking in a presentation and not realizing you were on mute the entire time. Imagine how many times I did that. From listening to Mr. Perez sing during breaks thinking he was on mute, to hearing goofy conversations between Miss Wingard and her daughters. Online classes had many funny stories, but it also showed us that our teachers genuinely cared about us. From daily check-ins with Mr. Perez to see how we were doing, to talking with Miss Simmons about new hobbies we have picked up to pass the time. The small gestures always went a long way. These last 4 years have been the happiest years of my life. From the laughs to the tears, every single memory has a special place in my heart. Even though over time we might forget each other's names or favorite colors, I hope we never forget the memories we've made. Our graduating class has always been like a close-knit family, which makes this 10 times harder. We have grown over the last 4 years and conquered our high school fears. I'm forever grateful for every single one of you, including the outstanding teachers that have not only led me, but all of us. The ending of this speech is a bit different, as I simply want to shed light on those who have impacted and supported me in my endeavors. It has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. Gracias a mi familia, porque nada de esto será posible sin ustedes y por siempre estar a mi lado. Gracias por siempre ser mis mayores apoyos. Gracias, mami, por estar siempre a mi lado y apoyar mis sueños. Sin ti no hubiera podido lograr esto. Thank you to Ms. Campuzano for all the guidance and positivity during the stressful application process. Without you by our sides, we wouldn't have been able to handle the stress and work that comes with applying to college. You moved mountains for us to be able to attend schools we will only dream of. Your hard work and dedication never went unnoticed. And from the bottom of our hearts, we all appreciate you. Once again, thank you. Thank you to Ms. Wingard and Ms. Smock for sticking with us for the last 4 years. Without the help of you both and your guidance, we will all be lost. We are so grateful to you both for making these last 4 years so enjoyable because you both always go above and beyond for us. Thank you to Mr. Mexicano, or what I know him as, one of my forever besties. When I first met Mr. Mexicano, I would have never imagined I would become so close to him. We went from barely speaking to each other to me stopping by his room almost every moment I could just to talk and catch up. I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay you for how much you helped me with school, college, and personal life. Thank you for all the advice, talks, comfort when needed. You always knew when I wasn't myself and was always there to check up on me. I know you weren't always good with words, but your patience and kindness always gave me peace and comfort. I believe that we don't meet people by accident. They are meant to cross our paths. For that reason, I'm thankful. I'm thankful we crossed paths. You went from being just a regular teacher to someone I admire and cherish. Once again, thank you. Thank you to Mr. Perez, or what I know him as, my forever bestie. I can stand here in front of you all for hours speaking about how thankful I am for Mr. Perez. He has been my biggest supporter since day one. Thank you for always pushing me to be the best I ever could. You helped me grow into the person I have become today. Mr. Perez wasn't just a teacher for me, but a role model and someone I can look up to. He always kept me in mind and made time to catch up with me. Our one-on-one conversations will forever hold a special place in my heart. Your kindness, dedication, and hard work never went unnoticed. Without Mr. Perez by my side, I honestly wouldn't be standing here today. He not only stuck by my side for 4 years, but by all of ours. Besties, you both have made my life better with everything you have taught me now, and it's my turn to return the flavor and make you proud by applying all the lessons you taught me as I begin my new journey. God knew I needed someone in my life to help me get through, and for that reason, He introduced me to you both. I'm forever blessed to have had the honors of having two such amazing teachers by my side. Through every good and bad day, you both were always there. I don't remember a time without you, and I don't want to. I'm not afraid of what will happen to me in this life, only that you both won't be there to see it. Somehow, you both were there for everything. You both never hesitated to be there for me, no matter how hard things got, and even when I didn't ask for it. I don't know how to thank you both. I wish you both nothing but the best as I say my final goodbyes and close this chapter. Now, fellow graduates, I would like to leave you with this. This is the ending to a new beginning. No matter where you end up, we started the same and our legacy will live on with our names. Our dreams and goals will lead the way, and it all starts here on our graduation day. Congratulations and thank you.
General Boudreau, I do hereby certify that the candidates gathered here have completed the coursework required by the state of Texas and the International Leadership of Texas schools and have earned the right to graduate.
Your long-awaited statement. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I accept the certification and declare that each of these candidates be presented with their diploma.
Graduates, please prepare to accept your diplomas.
Ivana Camila Alfonso. Karen Rubí García. Abraham Olegario Rodríguez García. Ashley Laverne Martínez. Javier O'Brien Campbell. Yadira Castillo Martínez. Jashley Rubio. Adriana Venicia Whitney. Aileen Acosta. Ariana Saraí Alcántara Martínez. Alondra Sofía Andrade. Ana Sofía Arredondo. Naomi Yarelín Banda. Ernesto Banda. Jaqueline Nathaniel Burnham. Angela Lucía Caballero. Mirna Yesenia Castillo Martínez. Ashley Jacqueline Cepeda. Julian Alexander Cervantes. Samantha Areli Chávez. Carlos Emanuel Contreras. Alexandra Celeste Corona. Joshua Coronel. Rosa Elizabeth Cruz. Alice Davis. Emily de la Garza. Sidlali Lisbeth Delgado Carrillo. Adelaida Ramani Díaz. Daryl Clayton Dillard Jr. Angelina Domínguez. Jesús Isaías Gallegos. Yaremi Gómez. Kimberly Yesenia González. Melanie Sofía González Ramírez. Carlos Gutiérrez Jr. Bridget Yamilet Guzmán Martínez. Joshua Enrique Hernández. Fátima Yamilet Hernández Rivera. Anthony Houston Jr. Nelly Jacinto. José Luis Jaques. Cortavia James. Estefanía Jiménez. Charles Lee Joubert III. Donna Paola Juárez. Edwin Lisandro Juárez Mesa. Cindy Landaverde. Sherwin James Lewis Jr. Laisa López. Valisa Ángela Lozano. Elías Madrid. Jaime Madrigal Torres. Marco Antonio Márquez Torres. Juan Esteban Marroquín García. Armando Medina López. Alexander Andrew Mejía. Kimberly Milagros Melgar Amador. Amy Alicia Méndez. Jimena Sofía Morín. Alan Gabriel Muñoz Roa. Gregory Murphy II. Joel Navarro. Quintera Luis Nichols. Evelyn Ocampo Manzanares. Yamuri Julie Ordóñez. Sofía Payares. Ariana Peña García. Emerson Darío Posada Ramírez. Gael Puga. Valeria Estefaní Razo Pérez. Fernando Javier Rico Hernández. Joshua Vladimir Rivera. Leslie Maura Rodríguez. Paola Denise Rosas. Jocelyn Salazar Vallejo. Silas Andrew San Miguel Tobías. Enrique Sandoval. Brittany Rose Trotman. Alejandro Vargas Castro. Eric Vega. Andrés Leandro Vega. Christopher Vega Moreno. Robin Eliu Ventura Reyes. Lucy Vilorio García. Braxton Latrell Washington. And Obed Zúñiga.
Graduates, please stand. And move your tassels from the right to the left.
Fellow graduates, please join me in the ILTexas pledge. I pledge to be a servant leader and put others before myself. I will serve others, respect others, and encourage others. When I graduate from ILTexas, I will be a healthy person with a strong mind and character, who speaks at least 3 languages. I will change the world.
Prometo ser un líder servicial pensando en otros antes que en mí mismo. Serviré, respetaré y motivaré a los demás. Cuando me gradúe de ILTexas, seré una persona de mente y carácter saludables, hablando por lo menos 3 idiomas. Cambiaré el mundo.
Ni hao. Wo xuan shi cheng wei yi ge gong hu ling xiu. Xian ren hou ji, wo jiang fu wu tairen, zun chong tairen, gu wu tairen. Dang wo song ILTexas bi ye, wo jiang cheng, wei yi ge ti ge, Chiang Chuan, Yi Chi Chiang Jiang, Hui Shuo, San Chong Yu Yan de Yo Shi Ren Sai, Wo Jiang Gai Bian Shi Jie. 谢谢你。Please remain standing for our alma mater.
Through the doors of ILTexas.
In maroon and white, here awaits our glorious eagles, ready to take flight. Through our eagle excellence, we will lead the way. Hail to thee, our alma mater, each and every day. Putting others before ourselves leads us to be more. ILTexas, we give thanks for teaching us to soar. Through our eagle excellence, we will lead the way. Hail to thee, our alma mater, each and every day.
We ask that all guests remain seated and refrain from leaving until all of the graduates and faculty have recessed. You will join the graduates outside the building at Discovery Green for smiles, hugs, and lots of photos.